Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. If you want to know what is the highest number of passengers ever flying on an aircraft, it's very easy. You just have to Google it. So I went to my iPad and just Google most passengers on an aircraft. I came to this site with showing Qantas Airbus 380, non-relevant. But down here it was an airliner with 1,088 passengers. It was done by El Al Boeing 747 in May 1991. Wow. Scrolling down furthermore, I came to this site, which is a Guinness World Record, and showing this flight again. Speaking about 1,088 passengers, 747 during Operation Solomon. And 1991, this figure included 2 babies born on the flight. So I thought to myself how it will be to be the captain of this flight. I did some research and I managed to find that the captain of the flight was Captain ARIE OZ. I met him for some pilot chit-chat, and I found that this is a very nice, humble and professional captain. After the interview, I just came to a conclusion that this is the man who get the job done. Let's look together on the interview, and you can leave me a comment down here and let me know if you don't think the same. Let's look at it. Hello, Captain ARIE OZ, and welcome to Captain Boeing channel. This is the name of the channel, and it's very honored to have you here on this nice place. And we like to talk about the special flight that you did long time ago, which on your 747 you carried 1,087 which later on became 1,088. That's what Google said. On this special flight those days. So how is the feeling to carry on board, to be responsible for a life of more than 1,000 people behind you?
Well, I don't think, I do not recall that I paid much thought about the people I'm carrying. I gave the authorization to bring everybody on board until there was not an inch of floor space. And I gave an order to keep the cockpit completely sterile. Nobody in the cockpit.
Of course.
And then my concentration was about the airplane, the flight, and the safety of the passengers, not the quantity, but the safety of the passengers. I was aware that we don't have seatbelts for the passengers. I was aware that we don't have fire, that we don't have oxygen
for everybody.
So we flew the airplane very, very gentle and at 25,000 feet. Why 25,000 feet? That in case of an emergency decompression, we'll be able to reach 14,000 feet, which is the altitude where people can breathe without oxygen within 1 minute or maybe 1 and 15 seconds. So I felt completely safe. The only thing which bothered me until this very day,
Okay, interesting.
that nobody paid any interest in what I am doing and what kind of responsibility I am taking upon myself. They left it to the captain. Nobody.
Captain, any special events you had on these special flights?
Yes. While we were waiting for our departure time at Ben Gurion Airport, we were still with El Al insignias, and the load sheet arrived, and I was about to sign the load sheet. And you know, once you sign the load sheet, you have to reset the trim,
Right?
okay?
Of course.
So I'm trying to reset the trim. It doesn't work.
Wow.
And we checked all the circuit breakers.
If I remember, it's come from 2 and 3 hydraulic system. We have one, one, two, three,
correct.
four. Right? Okay.
Correct. Very well.
Thank you.
And but you can reset the trim manually.
Okay.
So I said this is a life-saving mission.
Of course.
So forget about the trim and the electrical trim, and let's reset it with our
Manual.
manually. The flight engineer said, Captain Oz, he said, that, I'm not sure that you are authorized to do it. Let us check in the books. There is a book called MEL,
Minimum
Equipment List, and we checked it, and it said that you can do it under two conditions. One, you cannot fly with an autopilot,
Okay.
and two, you can do it in order to bring the airplane back to your home base.
Okay.
But you need a authorization of a supervisor. So first of all, I said to myself, I'm a supervisor, I'm the chief of operation. So that's okay. And the return to a home base, okay, we're going to Addis Ababa, but the main purpose is to return
Come
to
home.
our home base. And then somebody from the Air Force came aboard and said, you are mobilized from this very moment. You are mobilized to participate in this airlift under the authorization of the Air Force.
So now you are under Air Force regulation and not
So
civil.
now I'm under Air Force regulation, correct. And then I said to the crew, look, I don't think there is anybody in the Air Force who knows the 747 better than I do,
Of course.
and think that I am a high-ranking officer, Lieutenant Colonel. I hereby give myself the authorization to fly the airplane. And then the flight engineer was very inquiring. Said, don't you have to advise anybody, to tell anybody? I said, no, I'm in charge, I don't ask anybody. And it takes guts, you know.
I know.
You are a captain, you know it.
It's amazing.
So I made quite a lot of decisions on this trip, back and forth, which you normally don't take, like flying at 25,000 feet, like flying without an autopilot, resetting trim manually, and so on. But we did it.
So, Captain, there was in that flight you departed more than 1,000, and that was of course a Guinness record. I never heard about no aeroplane that flew with so many passengers ever. And this is also, if you look for in Google, if you look for max passengers in one flight, you will find this special flight you guys did on that operation, which is amazing. And the thing here that there was a child born while the flight.
Yeah, there was a child born What can I say?
You have to fly the plane. Okay, so no, I just think about it. So it's amazing. If you departed with, let's say, 1087 or 88, and then now one child is born, so you actually break the Guinness record twice. You break the Guinness record of
Correct.
yourself.
Because yeah, you are correct.
So Captain ARIE OZ, it's really was a great honor to meet you and to talk to you and to learn from you. It's really, you are a great captain, and I'm so happy to have this opportunity to talk to you. Can I shake your hand?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it and I enjoyed it.
Perfect, so we are happy.